Hey everyone, I have Sakshi Mittal with me, who's founder of University Leap. And we thought of bringing her on this interview because there's so many of you out there who's a career counselor, who's aspiring career counselor and want to get inspired by a lot of success stories around. So Sakshi is one of those who's been doing very, very well in the field of career counseling. She's very young, she's very dynamic, and she has an amazing career path towards becoming a career counselor. So, Sakshi, thank you for coming in for this interview. Welcome.
Hi, Surbi. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to just see how this goes. And I think let's begin.
Okay. So, Sakshi, tell us something about University Leap and how you went about starting it.
All right. So basically, University Leap is something that I started 3 years back after working for a couple of years in this industry. So my major aim for starting University Leap was to bring an array of career counseling services for the students under one roof. So as a team, what we do for our students is we help them A to Z for everything, be it right from helping them choose their right careers and courses, to studying in India, to studying abroad, as well as our aim is not to just make them ready for getting into a college, but to be a successful professional. So we help them with their internships, to develop their soft skills in terms of what new IT skills they need, how they can make their resumes better, what practical training they can intake. So basically an A to Z array of all services is something that we provide to them.
That sounds exciting. So, if I can say you help them with choosing a career through psychometrics, internships,
Right.
resume, study in India, and study abroad services, and all the services in study abroad. Right. And if you have to
Correct.
tell me, what's your sweet spot out of all these services, if you have to pick one or two services, which is your sweet spot or which is your strength, what would that be?
I think my primary strength is number one, whether it's studying in India or abroad, my prime objective has always been that the student picks up what they actually like, what they're actually interested in, something that their ability and interest matches the most. Because when I had initially come into this industry, this is something that I had seen that, more than career counseling, students were receiving sales services. Just go to this university for this course. But that's not really the way to go about it. So I would say my prime focus has always been on choosing the right career, and B, yes, study abroad is something that I do consider a sweet spot of mine, as you say it. And I've been helping students get admissions into the top universities, the Ivy Leagues. So basically for a specific very specialized courses is something that University Leap focuses on, because as we know, we've produced a lot of engineers, MBAs. So as a team, we make sure we encourage our students to go for different and specialized courses.
Great, fantastic. And while you're talking about that, you're doing this fantastic services for students and parents out there. Tell me, how did you get about getting into this? So, was it always your dream to become a career counselor and start something like this?
So not at all. Actually, my journey to becoming a career counselor has been, stemming out of my own experiences. So when I was a high school student in class 10th, I scored good marks above 90, and the immediate reaction of all my teachers and parents was to, take up a commerce with maths and become a chartered accountant, because my family has a history of people being a chartered accountant or being in business. But that's something I never enjoyed. But I wanted to take up humanities, but of course ended up taking a commerce with maths, which I hated throughout my high school again. And then eventually when I got into my bachelor's degree, that's where I put my foot down and I entered into arts. Now during this time is when I realized that there are so many people like me who've just gotten into a course because of very vague reasons, but not because they actually wanted to do it. So at this time around, at my college, I started volunteering for the open days that the Delhi University colleges have. I've studied from Kamala Nehru College. So therein also I started guiding students. Okay, look, just don't get into this thing. This is the course module for this specific degree, and do you think you'll enjoy it or not? So it basically did start from there. And while I was exploring that what career options could suit me, that's where it clicked that, this is something that I can make a good career in. So that's how it all started.
So with commerce, with maths, you moved to psychology and arts in graduation, right? And you also went ahead to do your studies in UK. So tell us more about that.
Yes, UK was a wonderful experience. Now, my decision to, go to UK was, of course, the competitive nature of admissions that are there in India. That was one main reason. And my second reason, basically, to go there was to get a lot of international experience, to get varied, points of view. And I think I have learned so much from people from all across, the world. I was the only Indian in my class out of the 35 students. So yeah, that was a wonderful, wonderful experience. And I think having a first-hand experience of studying abroad has even made me a better counselor, because when parents and students ask me a lot of questions, I'm able to guide them a lot more, better, because I've had the first-hand experience of it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. How about, did you say which course did you do there?
So I did a Master's of Organizational Psychology course from University of Manchester.
That's pretty exciting to everybody who's listening, I'm sure. So here's a career counselor who studied commerce with maths and went ahead to Delhi University to do arts program. And this is also a lot of popular question which we get, that can we get in different stream degrees when we are in college? And then went ahead and did psychology in UK, and one of the top grade college in UK. And now he is guiding so many youths around it. That's extremely fantastic, Sakshi. So tell me a bit more about, so how was your experience? You also said that you have experienced, you got some experience in the industry, and then you went about starting University Leap, starting your own practice of career counseling. So do you suggest to all the aspiring career counselors out there that start with somebody and then start your own? How do you go about suggesting their career path?
Yes, I definitely would suggest it. It doesn't necessarily have to be the fact that you actually take a formal job, but at least before starting your own practice, you should either shadow someone, observe some counseling sessions, or be an assistant to a more professional counselor than yourself. Because without having that practical knowledge, sometimes it can become very difficult to start with that first counseling session of yours, right? Because no matter how many theories we study, how much information we know, but bringing it to a practical use sometimes becomes difficult. So that surely had helped me to actually observe some counselors who were much senior to me, to see how they go about things and what are the most commonly asked questions that students and parents do ask.
Sure. Thank you, Sakshi. In fact, we career counselor end up talking about so many other careers, and we don't talk about career counseling as a career a lot.
Right.
Yes. Also, tell me about your journey with Career Guide. So you are also one of the certified career counselor with Career Guide. You are in one of our panel, and we consider you as one of our best. So tell us, how did you get with Career Guide? And despite having a PG in psychology, why did you think that you should be getting a certification with Career Guide?
Right. So Surbhi, that's a very interesting question, and especially for all the aspiring counselors who want to be certified, career counselors out there. Even though I had a master's degree in organizational psychology, which did talk about some of the theories of career counseling and maybe counseling theories, but this was something, while I was even looking for my master's degree, that there has never been in India or abroad as such a course which just talks about career counseling. What are the options that we can give to the students? What is the practice that we can follow? What are the new age careers? So when I did come across this certification and saw the course modules, that was one thing that had certainly drawn me to do it, because I believe that even no matter how big of a counselor you become, relearning is something all of us have to do. right? So that's where I started my journey with you, I think, becoming a part of the counseling program for 3 days. So not only did I learn so much about things which I thought I knew, but I didn't, because you can't be a master of everything, right? So I learned about that. I learned about so many IT tools and techniques that we can actually use to implement good practices. Before joining the course, I think we were doing a lot of manual work. So that's something that was really great. Second of all, I think just being with other counselors, because for a long time I had been searching for a platform which brings us career counselors together, because you see, for accountants, for a lot of people, you always have professional bodies where they can meet, network, and do a lot of things. But before this, I think for career counselors, there was no such platform wherein we can come and do so much of knowledge sharing. So that has benefited me a lot.
So to all the viewers listening to Sakshi, so with Career Guide runs a certification program for career counselors, and that's what Sakshi was being talking about. It's an online module, and at times we also run live programs. The benefit of this is, apart from the knowledge, what Sakshi was talking about, that once you become part of the certification program, you get access to the community of counselors. So you end up interacting with them, right? Yeah. So, in terms of, thanks, Sakshi, for shedding light on that bit. Also, tell me, apart from the knowledge, right? Apart from the knowledge you gain, and you're right, upskilling is always something which we recommend. And you're so right that as teachers and counselors and as an academician, we have very little avenues to upskill ourselves,
Right.
especially when we are among students. We unlike it being in corporate, where we have managers, we have senior managers, VPs and CEOs and corporate conferences, we don't have anything for counseling body. So definitely I personally do find so encouraging to interact with all the career counselors, and the learning is just not one way process. I remember calling you multiple times and asking, Sakshi, do you know how to do this, what to do this, how to deal with this? So it's always a two-way process.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right. So, Sakshi, in terms of investment made into the certification program, do you think you have reaped the benefits, or have you recovered the investment of time and money, whatever you did in the program?
Yes, I would say absolutely. Right from, when I was done with this course and I was associated with you, I would say that within a span of 1 or 2 months, my return would be about, say 10x. The major reason being that, I got into a lot of school assignments, and this was something before associating I could not do, because like I said, we were doing a lot of career tests and psychometric tests manually. So for me to, take up a project of, say, conducting a test for 1,000 children would become a very, very big, task, wherein I'd need a lot of team members to do it. But, with the automated tools that you offer, it was just a matter of 1 hour wherein we could just conduct this activity, produce the reports to them, within a couple of hours. So that saved a lot of my, time. And I would say, maybe if I was a bit hesitant in taking up big projects earlier, I wasn't anymore. So that had been a very big advantage. And speaking about taking up school projects, definitely being a certified career counselor gives you an edge to be recognized among schools. They also feel you are quite authentic and just don't hold a general, degree which doesn't cover too much about, say, a relevant career guide tools. That was one thing. And then second of all, I think this, very well, when I had called you saying that, I've gotten a really big project with an XYZ school, but I don't have enough, human resources to cover it. So we could immediately just connect to the other counselors in the group, and so many of them volunteered to be a part of our project. So I think that was great. That kind of collaboration actually encourages you to, take up so much more work than you could think of.
Yeah, that's amazing, Sakshi, for bringing out this. So yes, I remember Sakshi has been doing couple of very prominent schools in Delhi, and we are always like, we find her so energetic and so good with her work, with her seminars, with her audience. And definitely, as a career counselor, it's very difficult to handle 300, 400 students career counseling, despite you might be super amazing. But you are not a robot. You are not a machine
Right.
to deliver same thing over and over to a student and to a parent, and you get tired, right? So
Right.
having more experienced team is definitely fantastic. Thanks for bringing that out, Sakshi. Yes, I genuinely think the community and collaboration is the biggest strength, and not to fear. And did you anytime fear that, okay, you're introducing other experienced counselors to school and to your clientele, what if they overtake? Did you
I
ever?
mean, honestly, when I had started my work, I had a very, narrow mindset in a way that, I always feared that if I introduce somebody to my clients, they might, take it up. But, after being a part of a community of career counselors like this, what I have realized is that everybody is collaborating, everybody is, ready to help. And as long as your work speaks for the quality that you bring, nobody can really take away your clients. And not everybody is just sitting there to take away your clients. In fact, they are just looking for more experience, more work, happy to collaborate. They've collaborated with me, I've collaborated with them, so it's all been great. And such a problem has never come up with me.
Right. So because at Career Guide community, I think we all know our lines also. We end up drawing
Right, I think that's it's like a wonderful, we all know where to draw that,
our lines. Exactly.
yeah, because
Exactly.
we're never looking at a one time relation. I think all of us
Exactly.
want to form a lifelong relation. So
Right.
really people are wonderful here, so it's never any kind of a feeling like that comes up.
Right, fantastic. Thank you. And Sakshi, nearing towards the end of the interview, we are nearing towards. You have been part of other certification bodies also in the market. So, do you? Though I don't really want to compare, but still, do you have some good word for us? And don't say it because you are now in this interview.
No, definitely, like you said, I've done, other certifications as well. But, the most prominent part for me was the practical skills, which I think I've been talking about in my entire interview. So theories is something we can all read. You can give us a lot of recordings about, okay, these are the theories, these are the subjects that a class 10 student can take, these are the possible careers. But what I really liked about this course was the amount of case studies that we actually covered. So those are the actual practical skills that we will be implementing with our student. That, okay, these are the 10 scenarios that a science student usually has, these are the 10 scenarios that a humanities student usually has. So that was something wonderful. And B, the recent session that we had done for the graduate students certification, one of the most amazing features that I haven't seen any certification cover was the IT tools. I was re-going through the video, and in fact, I think in the past 1 week I've been using so much of them
Oh,
after the
really?
COVID. Yeah, so especially I think after the COVID-19, I think, and this is very important for the counselors, because we all have to evolve. And with those tools, I think it's become so easy for me to just design my own graphics for promotion, to
Wow.
create an own CRM without paying so much to any other IT companies to manage my work. So that has actually been really, really helpful.
Right, and your creatives are always very nice, which we
Thank you for that.
those are
Yeah.
always very nice. In fact, if I remember, you were one of the co-instructor in one of the programs also. That's
Right,
I really
right.
enjoyed doing that entire
Yeah,
co-instruction.
that was a wonderful experience. So see, that's the kind of collaborations that we've been talking about, that I was the one to take the certification course in the
Right,
first
and then you're taking
initial batches, and eventually I was one of the instructors with you for another one.
fantastic. And how about, do you have some word of advice for all the people out there who want to become a career counselor? What would be your word of advice for them? And also, word of advice for counselors who are already practicing?
Well, my word of advice would be to start with, you all are doing a wonderful job. I think in India, this is the need of the hour. I think we all are coming across cases every day wherein students are pressurized, they don't know about what to do. So all of you are doing a great job there. And another piece of advice, which I have been talking about through my interview, is that be open-minded and, try to learn as much more as you can. So from a personal experience, even though I've attended a certification workshop for Career Guide once, I still, try to time and again attend more workshops so that I can upskill my knowledge base. So that's something all of you should do for a lifetime, that never be shy to learn more, learn from others, impart your own knowledge, and you'll have a long way to go.
Great. Thank you, Sakshi. I missed one question I really want to take
Sure.
before we wrap this up. Uh, do you think career counseling as a career is a good monetary, it has monetary benefits?
I think definitely in this area, career counselor, in fact, this is something I suggest to a lot of my psychology students and other students also. It's one of the most upcoming careers that you can go in for. You don't need much of an investment apart from your knowledge and a space that you can just counsel the students. In fact, now with the online technology, you don't really need a cabin also, that, and especially after the ongoing scenario that's there, once you have the knowledge, basically I always call the career counselors like a doctor, the doctor for careers. Like everybody, needs it at some point in their life. With more models like studying abroad, more and more schools wanting counselors to come and do things for them, it's become a very, very viable option. And you don't just have to necessarily stick to one project. In a month, you can take up, multiple projects. That's the beauty of it. You can work at your own pace. For some people who are indulged into other things, or due to their personal reasons, they can't be committed to a full-time work, I think it's an excellent career option, wherein you can take in projects whenever you feel like, or you have the bandwidth to do it. So yeah.
Fantastic. Thanks, Sakshi. That's a really good piece of advice and suggestion. If somebody has to reach out to you, how can they reach out? Any email ID, any Instagram, any Twitter profile?
Yeah, so you can reach out to me on my email ID. That's Sakshi, SAKSHI, @ universityleap.com. So you can reach out to me on that.
So that was from Sakshi. You can reach out to her at sakshi@universityleap.com. And you have seen somebody who was with commerce, with maths, with the arts, a UK degree, and has a flourishing career guidance business. So any piece of advice, any piece of information, you should definitely reach out to her. And we will keep bringing you stories of other career counselors to you, so that it really, really helps you. And maybe I'll try to do this more in English next time, so that we have more of people going on. So bye both from me and Sakshi to all of you.
Bye everyone.
All right.
Okay.